power and utility of rejection. Rejection has two sides, and often both are very, very hard to embrace. The first side, you are 100% in control of. You have the power to say no. No to a request, no to an assignment, someone else's emergency due to his or her poor planning. No to social pressure to attend, participate, lead an activity that you're not passionate about. No to your supervisor, your spouse, your child, your parent, or a friend. How you use your time is up to you. Now, it doesn't always feel that way. Often we perceive that others are controlling our time. For example, that must attend meeting that wastes time, it has no agenda, it's got meaningless reporting and hours of sitting. The must take assignment that your procrastinating supervisor dumps on you at the last minute. But here's the thing. Even demands like these can be met with a polite and powerful no. The late, great Stephen Covey said, "You have to decide what your highest priorities are and have the courage to pleasantly, smilingly, non-apologetically say no to other things. And the way to do that is to have a bigger yes burning inside of you, something that's more important. No is really a yes to something else." And there are ways that you can say that nicely. For example, I've looked over the agenda for the meeting and think I can get what I need from the follow-up notes. Right now I have to focus on, and then you fill in the blank there, whatever you are saying yes to. It will, and then articulate the positive, mission important, or personally crucial outcome your focus will produce. Or another strategy for saying no is called yes, no, yes. Yes, I agree this is an important, interesting, curious, troubling, inventive idea. But no, I can't tackle it right now. I'm immersed in your focus, what you're saying yes to. Or I'm committed to, it's something personal, you might say, keeping my weekends dedicated to my family, or I'm dedicated to my physical health. Then go back to the priority part. I know that achieving these things will not only help me personally, but will increase my productivity and our success as a team. You could say, as you pointed out, achieving this will really increase productivity and our success as a team. And then you go back to yes. But yes, I'd be happy to take a look at this at a future date. Preparation for saying yes is also essential. It's important that before it's time to say no, preparation for saying no is also essential because, and yes to something more important, because you want to lay the groundwork so that by the time you have to say no, you are armed with the things you need for success. For example, agree on work goals and priorities with your supervisor. That's a great conversation to have, a priorities conversation with your supervisor early on, quarterly, annually, semi-annually. Agree on what is most important. How much time should you spend on these things? 50% of your time on this top priority? I want to make sure that you guys are aligned, that you guys are in agreement. Be sure to articulate outcomes and impacts of activities rather than just the work. For example, you don't want to say, I have to finish this project. The one you told me was a top priority. Now I'm telling you something else is a top priority. You do want to say, I'm uncovering and writing up the lessons learned from our last project. And as you rightly said, this is essential. We don't want to move forward without being sure we understand what went right and what went wrong. Assess before speaking. Is this request worthy of a no? Might you be able to accomplish it quickly and still meet your priority deadline? Or will it hurt your priority focus? You want to ask yourself some tough questions. You don't have to commit right away. You don't have to respond right away. You could say, let me take a look at my workload and get back to you. I only need an hour or so to take stock. You can offer alternative solutions. I can see that this is important to you. May I suggest we outsource it, allowing me to stay focused on whatever the top priority is? I'd be happy to check out some possibilities and get back to you. The other side of rejection is the side that the other person has all the power. You can control your no, but someone saying no to you, do you have control over that? Being rejected means you put yourself out there. You spoke your truth. You offered your best ideas or work. You took a chance on you. I am a fiction writer, for example. I write short stories and novels, and getting it right, you can see it right there on the shelf, on Barnes & Noble's shelf, was my debut novel, and it came out in 2017 after years of rejection, of rewrites, of networking, and more rejection. It takes courage and persistence and resilience, but without rejection, there is no forward motion, no learning, no exposure. Rejection is actually a path to success. Let's say you're seeking a raise, a promotion, a chance to head a task force, a hearing, or like I was, a literary agent. Look at this cartoon. I think it's so funny. We taught the computer how to write a novel. Now we're working on how it will deal with rejection. Rejection is part of our success. You start with research. First, you have to gain understanding about what the other person wants. What is he or she looking for in your performance in the new position for that particular market? And yes, research online, but remember, in-person discovery conversations offer the most insights. Have them long before it's time to make your request. And once again, you are in control of timing. You decide when to ask, when to submit, when you are confident that your work is ready, that you are ready, that your ideas are clear and well thought out. You might want to test and verify with a trusted, knowledgeable group of others. People that you, like I have a writing group that I test all of my writing with prior to any kind of submission. Then you make your best case using words, terms, concepts that speak to the audience. Is your boss a numbers person? If so, make your case using compelling data. Is he more of a storyteller? Use examples that make your case come alive. Are you sending a query to an agent? Make sure it demonstrates the quality of your writing. And be sure that you fail forward. If the answer is no, ask questions. Learn from your rejections. What should I do differently next time? What do I need to learn, accomplish, demonstrate to put me in the best position for you to say yes? If the person who rejected you is not open to questions, go back to your trusted others. Tell them what happened. Ask for more advice. Finally, for my fellow writers reading this, listening to this, evidently, rejections for writings is a numbers game. I read an article by an author who sent his novel out to 365 agents, one a day for a solid year before landing a contract, followed by a lucrative book deal. For all of us, be bold. Take a chance on you.